welcome to the Average Guy's Garage. Today we're going to be changing the rear brakes on my 2005 Nissan Titan. First thing we got to do is loosen the lug nuts before we jack up the truck. Let's get to doing that. Now that we got the truck jacked up, I'm going to go ahead and remove the wheel. Today I'm only going to show you guys one side. I might time lapse the other side, but for sure you'll see this one side because they're exactly the same. So let's get the wheel off and then I'll give you a close-up of the caliper. So this is the rear brake assembly right here. This is your rotor. Here's your caliper. This is a floating caliper design, so it has two bolts that hold it on. And this is your caliper bracket right here. For the rear brakes, you do not have to remove the caliper bracket to take the rotor off. Only on the front ones do you have to do that. So I'm going to give you a close-up of the back of the brake to show you the bolts that hold this on, and I'll give you the size of those as well. So here's the back view of your caliper. There's two bolts holding it on, one right here and one down here. They're both 10mm bolts. So let's go ahead and take them off. In order to remove it, I got the bolts off. You push down on this little clip right here, and the whole thing slides right out. Okay, so in order to remove the pads, you push in and you pull them off. Just like so. This one just pulls right out. Has a little back clip that slides into your piston. So this is what your caliper looks like. This is your piston. This is what pushes against the brakes to help or to make you stop. And your rotor slides right off just like that. Okay, so if you're not going to have your rotors turned and you're going to buy brand new rotors, they come in the box. And they come in this plastic bag, like so. Now, if you get brand new rotors, you are going to need some brake cleaner because you're going to have to spray them off because they come with an oil on them. So, what you're going to do is take them out of the thing. Get your brake cleaner, it's like $5 at O'Reilly's or any parts store. And you spray it down. Give it a good spray down. On both sides. Sorry about the noise, I have to do this outside because it's so strong. But so then you let it dry. Okay, I thought I'd show you guys this. This is the parking brake on this vehicle. The inside of the rotor has a lip. Can you see that? Let's see. That lip right there. And on the truck itself, there's a miniature drum brake system. Some shoes, and this is basically the drum. That's the parking brake for this vehicle. So now we're going to put the rotor on. And all you do, slide it on like that. So these are what your new pads look like. Brand new. And also, when you change the brakes, you're going to need a caliper kit. It comes with all the hardware that was on it before, and it's always best to replace it every time you change the brakes. Okay, so now we're going to replace the hardware on the caliper itself. Basically, all you do is pull the rubber end off of this, and then you pull it off of this side, and this little piston push rod comes out. I already took the other side off, and then you just pull this through, and it comes with the new rubber parts. Okay, so now we're going to put our new hardware in. The easiest way is to fold it over like that and kind of pinch it and slide it through the hole, and then you just pull the rest of it through, and it sits perfectly in the middle like that. Because if you see, there's a little area right here for it to sit in here. Now with your plungers, I'm going to take a rag and wipe them off. Okay, so now you want to put your little push pins back in here. It's basically what allows the caliper to slide back and forth. Now you want to take a little bit of grease and put it on the inside of both sides, so that way your little push rod slides easily. And all I'm using is some white lithium grease. And also you want to take some and put a little bit, just a little tiny bit, on the middle of the push rod here. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what this is called. And then this is going to give you a little bit of trouble because these are brand new trying to put this on. So you got to just kind of stick with it. And then once it's on, you have to pull it over and then slide it all the way through. And it'll clip on. Just kind of want to clean up the other grease. And then it has little lips, so then you pull the rubber over this side and it clips on. And then just move it back and forth to get the grease going. And that's how you replace the hardware. So next we have to compress the piston. So now it's time to compress the piston. All I take is the old brake pad, I'll put it in there, then a good size set of wrenches, or a C-clamp works good too. And basically you just put it over if it wants to work with you, and then you give it a squeeze. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but that piston's going in, and that's what it looks like when it's compressed. Okay, so now it's time to put the pad on, and basically you want to put the part with the claw in first, which slides into your piston, and you want to put it so the curved side is sitting in there like this. So basically when it goes on, your curved side goes like that. And it's going to be a good little fight there. But so that's that one. Okay, now it's time to put the outer pad on. And you want to get the one to where this clip is on the top. So you just slide it on and it will go right into place. Just like that. So now that you have your pads on, you're going to slide what came in your caliper kit. You're going to clip it on to the caliper bracket itself, just like so. And you're going to do the same with the bottom. Okay, so once your pads are on, you want to compress these in, just like that, because they have to go over this bracket. And your pads on the bottom have a little valley, and basically you put it on and it snaps in place, and that's that. Then you take your bolts and then you put them back on. And this is what it looks like when it's done, exactly how it looked when we started, except with a new rotor and new pads. Now that's all that's left to do, is to put the wheel back on. When you put your wheel back on, you want to tighten your lug nuts in a star pattern. So say you start with this one, you'll go to this one, then to here, to here, to here, and to here. Also, when you lower the vehicle back down and it's sitting on its weight, you're going to want to go through and just tighten them once again to make sure they're good and snug. And that's how you change the rear brakes on a 2005 Nissan Titan. All in all, this job should take you about an hour, maybe an hour and a half for your first time to complete both sides. It's a fairly easy job, it's not very hard. I hope you found this video informational. Thank you for watching. As always, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope you guys have a great day.